Hey, it's Guard here, and today we're gonna de-winterize. We're gonna enjoy some nice weather right now. It's beautiful out. Finally got some warmth, and we're gonna de-winterize. I want to show you how to do it, and we're gonna be going to Tampa, not Tampa, but to Ocala for the big RV show down there next week. Well, anyway, those that know I have a Beyond is a 22C with the lithium batteries. So this is my lithium battery down here, point right here. That's my lithium batteries. Some people have a water tank there if they got a generator, AGM batteries. But the first thing we're going to do, actually, I have to admit, this is about the third take, so I'm just going to pretend like some stuff's happening. You're going to see stuff that you just have to use your imagination. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is down here.
We're actually going to the Ocala show. It's not the big show, it's the Ocala show. But it'll be fun.
All right.
Anytime you go to Florida is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay, so this is this white hose right here, not this hose, but the one that comes up from the floor. That leads to my freshwater tank. And I have it in line, this little valve right here, this little lever is in line. And the blue hose and the red hose back here, they have a little twist valve, and you make it the long way this way. These are the low point drains, so those are shut off. If I open them up, you hear water comes out. So I got them shut. So let's go on inside now. You can see on the ground there, that little wet spot, that's when I open that low point drain just for a second, because I already have water here. I'm already de-winterized, because like I said, I've done this a few times already in making the video. But basically underneath the tank is the freshwater tank. There's a little valve down there, and let me get down there so I can show it to you. Let's see. Okay, it's right there, that little white handle, and you put it crosswise. Alright, so I went under there and I showed you that little valve was. It was in line with the white hose down there, so I turned it this way. It's crossways down underneath where the freshwater tank is. That'll keep the water from draining out of the freshwater tank. So now the next step is to put some water into the freshwater tank. So I hooked up my hose to the freshwater inlet on my RV. And I put about 25 right here. I put about 25% tank full. So let's go on inside now. So I'm gonna pull this drawer out, and there's a couple little levers underneath the drawer. If you put your hand there, you squeeze out, you can lift them off. Right there, you squeeze both of these in, and it lets you take off the drawer. So it's a little awkward holding it like that for the camera. Let's put that in the front seat. Alright, and just slide these in so you don't hurt yourself on them. Alright, and then you get on the floor now. Alright. Okay, so under this drawer is the Truma, not the water pump, but the Truma is down under here. And it's bypassed when you do pressurized air. You bypass it so you don't put pressurized air in it. So there's four little levers down here to turn. So now if you shine in here the camera. So here we are, it's winterized right now, and this little handle is crosswise. That means it's blocked. That's the output from the Truma. The blue one here, that's the input to the Truma. And then over here on this white hose, I have a bypass on mine. Some don't have a bypass, but I actually have a bypass. And this one is actually in line with the hose because it's bypassed it. It allows the water to go from the blue pipe down here into the white line and into the output over there. So we're going to turn these handles.
So it allows the water to bypass the Truma.
So I turn that handle that way. I turn this one so it's in line, and I turn this one in line. Okay, so now that handle is in line on the red line, on the red pipe. It's in line on the blue pipe, right there. And it's crossways on the white one. And then also there's a brass pipe handle down here. This is the pressure release valve. It's crossways.
Yeah, I see that.
It's hard to film in here, I apologize, but this would be open like that, and then that's closed. So you want it to be like that. So that's the way the valves need to be if you're winterized with air, and all you have to do now is replace the air with water. So let's stand up for a second. I'll show you what we're going to do next, okay?
And you opened it up so that water will flow through the Truma now, because you don't want to turn the Truma water heater on with it bypassed. Is that correct?
Exactly. Here, pull the camera. Okay, so at this point, the freshwater tank has got water in it. The Truma is no longer bypassed because the red line and the blue line are in line the handles, and the bypass is crosswise. That means it's blocking the bypass, so it's going to go through the Truma. Very important. Do not turn on the Truma water heater if it's bypassed. You want water to be in the Truma to heat up. That's very important. So if you're bypassed on the Truma, do not turn on the water heater portion of the Truma. You can use the cabin heat, but not the water. So now that we're not bypassed, we can turn on the Truma water heater. The next step that we have to do is just turn on the water pump and run water through each of the spigots to let the air out. So let's do that next. Alright, so like I said, the next step is we just turn on the water pump, and when you turn the water pump on, it turns blue, and you can hear it run because there's a little bit of air in the pipes because I opened that low point. But at this point now, basically all you do is you open this up, and had I not already de-winterized, because like I said, I've done this a couple of times already, there would have been some air that would have been sputtering and just spitting out water. But once you get a nice steady flow like that on both the hot and cold side, you're good. And you would come into the bathroom and you do the same thing in the bathroom in here. You turn on the hot water, you turn on the cold water, and you flush the toilet. You hold the pedal down, and just once it stops spitting air out and water comes out, then you're basically done. The only thing left to do is go outside, plug in your blue hose for the shower outdoors, squeeze the handle, and once you have steady water coming out, it's done. You're no longer winterized with air. Okay, so now that we're de-winterized and it's time to go out and enjoy our van, so guess what we're going to do?
We're going to go see America.
Yes.
And I had an idea. We can just throw out there one of our favorite places in America. When we say go see America, we'll suggest something. And this time, I'm suggesting Biloxi, Mississippi.
Yes.
It's a good place to go this time of year.
Yep, and you can stay at the Scarlet Pearl Casino for free. So there we go.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to my channel. It really helps out a lot. So take care, guys. Bye.